5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Malcolm, thank you for being here, buddy.
It's good, Nick.
And thank you to the listeners for tuning in and joining us on this journey. What the fuck is up, my guy?
That's good, bro. I'm fresh home.
Fresh home. Talk to us about the trip. Talk to us about the trip, brother.
Home. Nah, I'm fresh home from Fort Lauderdale. I was in the W. If
What's that?
familiar with the W, that's big boy talk right there.
The W, what's that? The Wolves? Used with the Wolves?
Nah. That's the name of the spot. It's a residence spot. It's called the W.
Okay.
And it's a fancy hotel on it. But it was nice, bro. We had 2 bedrooms. There was a bathroom attached to each bedroom and like some lounge area.
You guys stayed in not in a hotel, in a
residence.
Was it like a house?
Yeah, so like it's built like a hotel.
Yeah.
So I never knew this. Same thing in the city. I should have known this, but with the W, so there's a W building to the right and a W building to the left, right? And you could drive your car, get dropped off in the middle in between the buildings. The one to the right is the hotel, and the one to the left is for residents. So people those are people homes and everything. Yeah, so dudes using it as an Airbnb. Oh. But it's beautiful, bro. Cause some of the balconies are only you open up your door and you have the balcony right there. Yeah. And you can lean over and stuff like that.
And just relax.
This one had like a good lounge area, like little turf to the right with lounge chairs, like to lay down, tan and everything.
And this is all in the building?
This is this is on the 5th floor.
Oh, so this is wow.
Yeah, so I had that, then I had like a little table and stuff like that. It was like roomy, bro. You could have grilled, a great view.
For real.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So it was beautiful.
Damn. So y'all was in there for like most of y'all trip, where y'all was out?
Oh no, we was out. But I was saying, like,
give me a breakdown. What you did first day? You got there. What you do?
First day we was doing a lot of running around. We had to take care of some stuff. Go grocery shopping, Target. The malls is nice. They have a lot of. I forgot what place we was at. We was in some mall, but a lot of designer stuff. And like the malls are like it look like an outlet kind of. Okay. And then you had the mall right then and there. So. That's how a lot of, I guess, Florida malls are. Like, you have the mall, like, stores inside, and you have a whole bunch of stores outside. For real. Like
I mean, it's nice weather. I would understand why they would do something like that.
Weather's beautiful.
Yeah. You gotta think, the malls in upstate New York are probably built for wintertime. Yeah. Like, you know, everything is inside. People don't want to be outside walking around and stuff like that. So it makes sense that everything would be outside in Florida mall.
Weather's nice. It's just very humid there. But
humid is hot.
Yeah. You feel it. It's like, it's not no cool hot weather. It's like muggy. You go outside, you sweating bullets. Wait,
was y'all at the beach though?
Yeah, we was at the beach. I'm about to tell you everything. So look, that was the first day, but we was at the beach vibing. The water's beautiful. Yo, see my first shark. My first shark, bro. We in the water, right?
Get the fuck out of here, man. This is white boy fun.
Nah, this ain't no fun, bro. This is scary.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell me this,
bro. So we in the water. So shout out to John. Shout out to Jamie. That's who we went. That's who me and Serena went with. Yeah. We in the water, right? Vibing. Big waves start coming. And comparing they beach to the beaches in New York, fish be coming up to the shore and everything. And they could be swimming away from sharks, or they just coming with the waves or anything. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of like little dead fish on the beach too.
For
coming,
real?
Yeah, coming through with the waves. Yeah. So big waves were coming. And we started noticing fish were coming too. Big waves kept coming. Fish were coming. And then next thing you know, I hear Jamie screaming. I'm like, yo, I'm shook now. You know what I'm saying? She's like this screaming. I'm like, yo. So I look. Go like this. I look, bro. I see a fin. I'm like, yo, there's no.
Get the fuck out of here.
But we're not even far from like the beach, the sand area. Yeah.
What? How far out was y'all?
Bro, not even that far, bro. Like where we supposed to be.
Wow. Like, What'd you do?
Bro, I seen a fit. I'm like, nah, that's not right. I go, oh, shit. Bro, Jamie starts screaming again. I'm like, I had to calm down now. I'm like, oh, no, you good. Because the shark was just swimming past her. It was behind her, swimming past her, bro. Yo,
this is real crazy that you telling me this. Yeah. So if that shark wanted to fuck her up, Jamie would be dead right now.
Be dead, bro, easily.
Wow. And was y'all able to see the actual shark, or you just seen the fin?
I just seen the fin. Jamie said she seen a shadow of the shark, and that's why she first screamed. She seen the shadow of the shark and screaming.
How big was it?
I don't know how big. I seen a fin. I never seen a fin in my life. I'm like, no, that ain't normal, bro. That shit should not be right here.
It probably was a little baby shark.
It probably was. Yeah. And then we got out the water, right? and we walking back to our little chair, and fuck is it called? We going back to our chair, right? And there's a couple. Nah, not a couple. It's two dudes. They probably is a couple.
They probably is a couple. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. They was like, you guys, the shark swam right by you guys, right? And we were like, yeah. And then Jamie thought it was two sharks. He was like, nah, it's just one. Wow. And they were like, yeah, they seen the shark too. So I see my first shark. So I'm a warrior, bro.
Now you're a warrior. So
I just survived the shark attack.
The shark ain't attack you. But I get what you're coming from. That's a crazy experience.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
I seen a shark before.
For real?
It probably was the size of this cup.
Oh, okay.
It was a little freshwater shark. Nah, we had it in an aquarium in Trinidad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to buy mad little fishes and shit in Trinidad for no reason.
You wasn't really in the trenches though.
What you mean? Oh no, I wasn't in the sharks like territory while that shit was happening. But good trip altogether.
Yeah, so it was nice. A lot of drinking, a lot of what I'm saying, getting lit.
Good vibes. Good
vibes. So
I want to go to Florida, but I don't know if I would like it.
No, you gonna like it, bro. It's a vacation, so you're gonna go out, you're gonna eat good, and you're gonna enjoy the beach. If you like that weather,
I'd rather just go to Trinidad though.
Oh, see, yeah, so it's a lot.
Yeah, I feel like Trinidad probably got nicer beaches.
Yep.
Better food, definitely better food.
Hell yeah.
And better bitches too.
All right.
You know what I mean? I got a cap for my Trinidadian females.
Hey, shout out to the Trinidadians.
Shout out to all my Trinidadian
shout
people.
Out to John Trinidadian too.
Oh, John Trinidadian too? Hey, we can't curse on this podcast.
No, we can't curse.
Yeah, so hey, if y'all hear us curse, tell us, all right? Tell us we're not supposed to be cursing.
Right in the
say
comment.
something. Yeah, say something.
Remind us.
But yeah. But we gotta take a trip to Florida, just the boys. But it really broke my heart that you on Juneteenth you was with two white girls.
Okay, bro.
No, but I'm saying though, you're not representing your culture how you supposed to.
I'm gonna represent my culture.
What you did for Juneteenth?
My paperwork valid.
What you did for Juneteenth, brother?
No, funny though. I had to spend a few bucks. I ain't spend it, but I'm a cop a sweater for my mans.
Oh, black-owned business?
Yeah.
Yo, what about that sweater you had copped from your mans? Did you ever get that?
No, we're not speaking about that.
Never got it?
We ain't speaking about that.
Oh, damn. Fuck.
Shit, crazy.
But yeah, Juneteenth. I honestly learned a lot of shit yesterday, bro.
Talk to
a lot of the shit. Can I just go on it?
Yeah, bro.
Number
we
one.
Need the knowledge.
Hot take of the fucking century.
Need a drum roll?
Let's drum roll it, brother.
Drum roll on it.
Martin Luther King, great black man, right? Yeah. Did a lot of things for black people. He is the most known out of all, along with Malcolm X. Great black men did great things. Neither of these brothers is the black man we should be talking about.
Who's the black man?
Theodore Roosevelt fucking Howard.
That's how you feeling?
Hey, brother. Hey, Guala, you got to do the research on this nigga, bro. He was a fucking king. He was a boss. A little background on him. Born in 1806.
Okay.
My father was a tobacco twister. I don't know what that is. I guess he probably used to make cigarettes and stuff like that. Mother was a cook. Through that, she worked for this white man. The white man saw how smart and just quick this black dude was. Right? Mind you, black people were recently freed 40 years ago. So he's seeing this little black kid like, wow, look at all the potential. Took it upon himself. The kid is 13. The guy is a doctor. Doctors back then were they were some of the richest people in the communities. Took him under his wing, put him to work in his hospital at 13 years old. By the time the kid was 15, 16, he said, hey, this kid is too fucking smart. We got to send him to medical school. Send this kid to medical school. He was a doctor, civil rights activist, community leader, and he owned his own fucking hospital, and he created the first black fraternity. Let me find the name of the fraternity was the Internal Order of 12 Knights and Daughters Tabor. Okay. Malcolm, this brother. Okay, so number one, civil rights activist. You ever heard about Medgar Evers?
Say that again.
Medgar Evers.
No.
You ever heard about Medgar Evers College?
No.
Okay. He was a brother. He was also a civil rights activist. He started off as an insurance salesman, and through meeting Mr. Howard, he started to do a lot of civil rights work. He died very young though. I think he was 37 when he died. But he influenced her. What's a lady who refused to get up off the bus?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks. he directly influenced Rosa Parks to do that. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So it was the Emmett Till case. This brother, let me tell you about, bro. This brother is crazy. All the black reporters who work for the black newspapers, Emmett Till's mother, and anyone who wanted to cover the Emmett Till case and seek for black justice, he made them stay on his house, which was more like a compound. Gave all of them armed security to and forth the courthouse, right? All the media personnel gave them all security because guess what? That's Jim Crow days. They were lynching people, killing people, doing what they did to Emmett Till. Yeah. This brother said, fuck that. Hey, all my armed security, go with them. He had so much money, bro. Oh, yeah. The way they explained it, he really had a compound. And he would just house all these black people. The first pool for black people in America built by this brother. The first zoo in America for black people built by this brother. Right? The first hospital for black people built by this brother. He was a general surgeon. He provided healthcare. He provided surgery for black people when no one else would do it. And he influenced Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King used to host civil rights speeches and stuff for him. Martin Luther King would be the host. Martin Luther King would be the nigga that came out and say, here is the great Dr. Theodore Roosevelt Howard. How the fuck did we never learn about this brother in school?
I don't know. I'm learning a lot,
bro. This brother was crazy. I'm gonna just give y'all a quick bio on him. Born March 4th, 1908, Theodore Roosevelt Mason Howard was a wealthy doctor, successful entrepreneur, and civil rights activist. What else we got here? Yeah, brother. And this is how I got to him, right? I know a lot of us talk, and black history is so rich, even going back to the ancient times. But let's just speak about American history for black people. You've never heard about Mount Bayou. No. And I'm guessing most people never heard about it. I never heard about it. We always talk about Black Wall Street. We need to talk about Mount Bayou.
Mount Bayou?
Mount Bayou. This was a place, and interestingly enough, Mr. Davis, who was the brother of the guy who was the president of the Confederacy, right? During the Civil War, it was the Union versus the Confederates. The Confederates thought they were their own country. Their president was a very racist slave owner named Something Davis. His brother, who also was a slave owner, I guess you could say a good slave owner, he believed that he was the one who started empowering black people to say, hey, I believe in black ownership. I believe in black power. You guys are my slaves, but I want you guys to go out and work for yourself. So much so that after a while, he had a slave called Mr. Montgomery, right? He saved up $300,000 and bought himself the land and all the other slaves, freed them, and they created their own little fucking ecosystem. It was called Mount Bayou. Mm-hmm. And after he died, his son took it over. His son was running Mount Bayou, and it was this wealthy, just affluent. 2/3 of the people that lived there were black farmers, and they all owned their own land. And guess what? This is why Jim Crow started. I thought, personally myself, I thought Jim Crow was started because white people are just racist. They wanted to hold on black people. Black people were already gaining too much political and economic power. That's why they did it, to suppress all the gains black people had made already. I never knew this. Maybe it's because I came from Trinidad at a certain age. Mm-hmm. I don't know if most people heard of this, but that's why Jim Crow was put in. Because these black guys, the Montgomerys, it was called Montgomery and Sons, they owned a horse carriage business, and they was coming up the same time with, who's the guy that created the Ford company?
Henry Ford.
Henry Ford. Them and Henry Ford was fighting to create the first car.
Wow. Montgomery brothers?
The Montgomery and Sons. His father did the carriage business, and what they called it was a horseless carriage. That's what a car they referred to as a car back in the day. And the son actually has 3 patents. He owns the patent for the dashboard. Like every car, the dashboard, a black man owns a patent for that.
Yeah, here it is.
There's something else. It's 2 other parts of the vehicle that he had patent. They would have been the eventual owners of cars. They would have had the patent for vehicles had they not been black, had they not have to go through Jim Crow. Because after the Jim Crow thing set up, Mount Bayou was destroyed, right? Mount Bayou was destroyed because they didn't have the finances. They lost political power, right? They lost the ability to vote and hold office. And that's why Mount Bayou was created. So these black men were able to hold offices and be able to vote safely without being killed and hung by white people. Right, so after the Jim Crow laws, it suffocated everything they had going on. Else, a black man would have had the patent for car. Henry Ford would have been what is his name? Hold on, I want to say his name properly.
Mm-hmm. Henry Ford would have been someone else. We don't even
know. Henry Ford would have been the Montgomery.
Wow, nigga.
You gonna edit this out? Let me get it right here. Mount Bayou. So Isaiah Montgomery was the father. So Henry Ford would have been a nobody, and the person we would know as creating the cars would have been his son. Why can't I find it? Benjamin Montgomery. Think about that. Think about the state black people would have been if that, and these brothers, right? Unlike, I'm not going to say anything about any black person, but these brothers was for the black people, right? If they were to become billionaires, it wouldn't have been a selfish case where it's like, oh, I just have $1 billion and I'm going to keep it to myself.
Yeah.
These brothers was doing this for the community. They was doing this money to interject back into the community. Right, and because Jim Crow laws, Mount Bayou fell apart, and that's where Mr. Theodore Roosevelt Howard came in. He came back and gave life to Mount Bayou. It still exists today, right? It's probably not as affluent because of all the things that they went through. Hey, bro, they would have been the original Black Wall Street. They were the original Black Wall Street. But just like what happened to Black Wall Street, they were destroyed because of a white envy, white people being jealous and scared. Right? And this is not to say, oh, white people this, because as I explained, a white man was responsible for giving those slaves the power. A white man was responsible for educating Mr. Theodore Roosevelt Howard. Right? So white people are instrumental in the fight against this whole shit. But bro, black history is just so rich.
It is rich. It's deep.
So rich.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was listening to a Breakfast Club interview. I forgot the gentleman I was listening to, but he was talking about, I believe, that Montgomery bus.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
The Montgomery bus?
But he was saying I believe the civil rights movement said failed because we had our own bus company. We didn't need another white person bus company to help us and everything.
No, and the thing is, bro, it honestly makes me emotional because a lot of the things we believe about the black community when it comes to divisiveness, obviously I have my own take on that, but black people, they figured it out after slavery, bro.
100%.
But white people knocked them right the fuck back down. Yeah. I thought it was slavery ended, and then the slow ascension of black people to where we are today. No, brother. We rose and they cut us the fuck back down. And we're now again in the process of building that up.
Yes. No, you're 100% right.
Bro, Mr. Howard, bro, he is motivational to me. And the thing about him, everybody could agree with him. More educated than Malcolm X or Martin Luther King by far. It's not even arguable. Yeah. This guy was a surgeon, and he is the one who influenced these brothers on being civil rights activists. Had more guns than everybody. He rolled around with a fucking army, but he didn't harm anybody. But as a black man, he understood, listen, brother, I have the Martin Luther King mindset of peace. But I also have that Malcolm X where, nigga, we are fucking strapped. And any one of y'all try some shit, we gonna light y'all up. Emmett Till case going on. Hey, mama, come stay with me. You got 10 bodyguards with Tommy guns. Anybody try to fuck with you, they're gonna get lit up. And nobody ever fucked with him. They say he was a charming man. They said the most racist white people would bow to his feet because he was that charming. He had that power about him, but he's gonna come to you as a man, and charm you. He's not gonna come to you with any type of violence or anything like that. And as a white man, you know, okay, this dude is black. I know I have all these negative views about black people, but that motherfucker is more powerful than me, and I can see it.
And like you said, you don't want to go to war with him.
You don't want to go to war with him.
That's the last thing you want to do.
You don't want to go to war with him.
And that's why you got to push education, because I think this gentleman here was a surgeon. Went to medical school. Like, that's key. And that's important to know. Like, you can do this.
And was toting his Tommy guns.
Toting it.
Like a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. We need to champion him.
We do. I never knew about him, so that's about to go on IG.
No, absolutely.
We can write a little article about that too.
Yeah, we should do an article about him, and it's a book called The Black... I can't remember the name of it.
About him?
Yeah, it's a book about him. I want to read that book. Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah.
Howard.
I'm about to give you another quick tidbit on Black history.
Okay.
So prior to the 5th so this is called the Middle Ages, which was the 5th to the 15th century. Prior to that, there was a group of black people in Africa called the Berbers. They existed in East Africa. That's where they originated, and then they migrated to North Africa, where they intertwined with a lot of Arabic people. So in today's history, if you look at it, it's going to look like they're all Arabic. But if you really dig deep into history, you realize that it was mostly black people at one point. But after a while, they were the population became overwhelmingly Arabic. But it's well known that they were black and Arabic people. These people were strong. They were a big army. They was honestly probably the biggest army at the time. And this is why it's kind of fucked up to know this, because it's like, it kind of takes white guilt out of the situation, because black people were enslaving white people prior to white people ever enslaving black people. It was called the Barbary slave trade. It honestly, and it started about 100 years before white people started enslaving us. They were on the coast of North Africa. Mm-hmm. They would raid and invade Portugal and Spain. It was called the Iberian land, but it's today modern day Portugal, modern day Spain. They would go there, they would conquer it, take it as their own lands, and they started spreading all throughout Europe, and they had a big slave trade where they would capture these white people and sell them back to Africa. Wow. Yeah, so black people were slave owners too, bro. Right. We just lost a fight. Yeah. it was a race war and we lost it.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it's so deep in our history though, because we're in the United States of America.
Yeah, obviously. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, it doesn't make anything different, because at the end of the day, today slavery is something looked down upon, right? Yeah. Back in the day, we were nomadic, we were fucking wild, we were Vikings. Like, that was not that it was acceptable, that was life back then.
Yeah.
But the white devil thing, I don't really believe in it, because black people were, you know what I mean, enslaving whites back then too.
Yeah. They just say history repeats itself.
History does repeat itself.
What do you think about now us saying history repeats itself, as in Theodore Roosevelt Howard, like his situation when he did? Let's look at like today. What's going on today? Do you think the empowerment
of black people
is
okay? So what I realized from this was, and I actually have a great idea. It's about Roots,
the show.
The movie. I have an idea of making a show called Branches, and it's gonna show the branches of black people, because Roots focus on our roots and how we came to be slaves in America. Now I want to make a show called Branches, showing after slavery the ascension of black people and all the different avenues we went to get to earn power and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And some of those characters will be FDR, Roosevelt, Howard, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, LeBron James, Barack Obama, showing all these, powerful black people. But I think it is repeating itself, right? Black people obviously have gained a lot of power through sports, through entertainment, through just different avenues. The difference is between then and now is that we're a lot further from our slave ancestry, so I feel like we are a lot less close, even though we are very close, right? Like Mr. FDR. No, Mr. THR. TRM. It's actually TRM, because his middle name was Mason, which he got from his white he referred to him as a father, really, because the guy really did that much for him in his life that he adopted his last name and put it as his middle name. I'm kind of off topic right now, but we are in that process of regaining a lot of power. It's not going to be spread amongst the black community as those brothers were spreading their wealth amongst the black community, because that's just not how it is anymore. Yeah, I don't know how we get back to that point, but that's just not what it is.
No, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just so much ways to make money and distribute it. It's not how it used to be, where it could just be distributed within just the community.
Right.
As before. It makes sense. You know, life changes. There's more way to there's more ways to make money, and there's more ways to spend money than before. Yeah. You know?
And we're so integrated with white people. It's like back then, being black power and being solely black was like a smart thing to do, because you understand that most white people probably didn't like you. And the white people that were okay with black people are probably very few and far in between. So you guys would come together and say, listen, hey, black community here. I don't think you could do that today.
I mean, I know down south in like Maryland and stuff like that, the DMV area, there's a lot of black families and everything.
But those are institutions set up right after slavery that are still like that today. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you could create another one of those today.
I see what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah. Everything is so built up and everything.
Yeah.
Now, you have a point saying that too, though. Because I would think that. I'm like, can we even go back to where it's just we're so sufficient as a whole community?
Yeah.
Like
like
Black Wall Street or something.
Yeah. But the thing about, and I'm about to get into a whole nother theory, it's like the time theory, right? The further in time we go, the more integrated stuff gets. And this is a theory I believe in about time, that time is actually speeding up. And time is actually not a construct. You know, so you believe in time as something that's behind you, pushing you forward, right? Like tomorrow is not here yet, but through today, we're going to get tomorrow. Terence McKenna, who's a crazy philosophist, I guess you would call him, took a lot of drugs, a lot of DMT, a lot of mushrooms, so they have all these different thoughts. And he has this belief where time is like a magnet in the future that's pulling us towards it. Okay. So the end has already happened, but we're living in essentially the past today, and we're being sucked towards time. Think about it like this. This is how I would explain this. Think if you take a plate and you drop it and it breaks, it splatters, and you record it on your phone. Then you put that bitch in rewind. That's how time actually works. Time actually works. Everything is scattered. Okay, we're fucking bacteria, microbials. Then we become organisms. Then we become humans. And now we're making the ascension where humans are becoming combined with technology. It seems that everything is just trying to coming together. Just like that plate, if you play it and rewind, that shit is scattered up, but
it's already here.
It's already here. The end is already here.
Yeah, you're right. Everything is here, and we're just coming together. And you know what? I was listening to a Joe Rogan.
That's crazy what I just said.
It is. No, but it makes sense.
Everything is getting more complex, right? You would agree with that, right?
Yes.
Think about it. At one point, we were cavemen. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were running around very nomadic. We couldn't even have a house to live in because we had to chase animals. And then we found out about fire, and fire allowed our brains to increase because we were able to cook food and get certain nutrients out of it that we weren't getting before. Which is interesting, right? I know you always talk about milk as such a bad thing. Have you ever wondered why most people aren't lactose intolerant?
You're saying why most people aren't?
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, not really. I have a take on what you're going to say.
What?
I was just saying, in general, I believe veganism would never happen if people farm their own animals.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the what's it called? I can't remember. It's called the something evolution. This was when we went from hunters and gatherers, cavemen, to becoming people who did agriculture, and we reared animals. And humans, we were in tribes of no more than 30 people, because that's the most our food system could allow for us to be, right? Because when you gotta hunt a lion, you might catch one lion a day. If you have a city of 1,000 people, you can't feed 1,000 people off of one lion. So we had to just natural evolutionary, we weren't able to grow to more than 30% per group. And then we started doing agriculture. We started rearing animals. And milk was the single most important thing in that process because humans shrunk. Like, so think about this, right? Every human was, say, for example, Shaq size. I'm exaggerating, but they were big people when they were hunting and gathering because a lot of protein. All they ate was protein. When they started doing agriculture, they shrunk considerably. Everybody would say yes size. They really did shrink. And then they found milk. And milk is what allowed the population to boom. Like milk, bro. Milk. And that's why 99% of the people in the world are not lactose intolerant. Wow. Because all the people that were lactose intolerant died off. Because they weren't able to compete with the other people who had all these nutrients in their bodies. Mm-hmm. And as you said, milk, that's not our thing. We don't have the antigens and stuff like that to process the milk. That's why a lot of people died off. A lot of people couldn't handle the milk. But those people, through natural evolution, they just got diminished from the population. Mm-hmm. And now 1 or 2 peoples are going to have that.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. Going to have the lactose intolerant.
Yeah. How did I get to that?
Talking about history. We just saying about history.
But the time theory, man, that shit is scary.
Yeah.
That shit is scary.
You're saying the ending is there.
I believe it. We just are becoming more complex with everything.
Yeah.
Everything
around us. Like, we just working what's around us, and but that's life in general. You just keep going and you're improving. You keep going and improving. Right. You keep going and improving.
Right. And now we're about to become one with technology.
Yeah. And that's a scary thing. If you go listen to the Joe Rogan again, to go to the podcast with him and Elon Musk, Elon Musk is talking about a chip that you put in your brain. I believe I already talked about this, but the first process of it is for medical reasons, like if you have dementia and stuff like that.
Dementia?
Yeah.
But dude, I sent you, and it's funny, right? Elon Musk, we're in 2020. Elon Musk
is in
30. No, but not that though. Terrence McKenna, the guy I'm telling you who created the time theory, I sent you a video over a while ago about him talking about us becoming one with technology. But this was in 1860s, 1870s. Oh, wow. He already said it, bro, like a long time ago. This dude, just from taking mushrooms and stuff, that shit opened him up to knowing what the fuck was going to go on. Mm-hmm. And it's scary. You hear him thinking, it's like, wait, was this really from the 60s? Like, is this guy what machinery did they have in the 60s? A fucking tractor? He didn't think we was going to become one with a tractor.
Mm-hmm. He said one with technology, which is around us 24/7.
Yes,
it's the reason why we can do all this. All this is technology around us.
Everything is technology.
Technology. We need this.
Wow, life is more technological than
anything
biological at this point. If you really think about it,
for real.
Yeah,
we surrounded by a whole bunch of technology right now. We got a camera, we got a TV, we got a mic, we got a laptop, we got an iPhone. Thing for the sound.
Yes, sir.
It's beautiful. But that's great information that you just give out. Like, I got to go home, do my research. People,
Black history, man. Do your fucking research.
Like, we really a powerful people. Yeah. And they just keep it simple. That's the thing. That's why I know in my household, I'll be teaching my kids about great blacks, just like him, the gentleman there, Mr. Howard.
Yeah.
You know, because they need to know that we can't just be stuck on Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah. Let's start off with Shirley Chisholm.
Who's Shirley Chisholm?
First black woman to run for president. She was elected by the Democratic Party to be the representative for the presidency. She obviously lost, but I've never heard about her.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard about her. The black lady who was the head of, they said the atomic, we were just talking about the atomic bomb. It was a black lady that was doing all the calculations for that shit. I think there was a movie on them though. I think,
okay.
They recently did it with Taraji P. Henson and them, or it was to the moon, not the atomic bomb. They're the men going to the moon. It was 3 women instrumental to them even going there. One of them, the mathematician who calculated everything to a T. They wouldn't have been able to do it without her. Why aren't we learning about these people?
Not at all.
We should. But it's on us though.
It is on us.
It's on us. Let's educate ourselves. And yesterday that shit opened me up to an entire other world. Because honestly, I feel like Mr. Howard, bro, I feel like that's me. I feel like I'm him.
Mm-hmm.
Smart dude, radical in some ways, and very understanding in other ways. And he's for his people, rich as fuck. He was the richest dude most places he went, white or black. But he was very true to his people. Very true. Very true, bruh. Like, just think about you being raised by a white man, having life good. You're a surgeon. You have compounds. You have money. You don't feel like you're black. You know how OJ said that I'm not black, I'm OJ? Because he's reached a level in life where he's black, but he's not really going to be judged like that. Mr. Howard definitely could have felt like that. But he chose to fight for his people. Give his life for his people. And that shit is fucking beautiful.
And we thank him for that. Malcolm
X didn't have money. Martin Luther King didn't have money. And I'm not trying to... Obviously, those guys are great. But think about the mindset of this guy to be rich. To be above where most black people was. But still say, nigga, I'm in the gutter with y'all. This is what the fuck we are doing.
I'm here for it. And going back on Martin Luther King, that situation with the teaching and everything, that's what I was trying to get to. So that situation happened. And some girl write on Facebook, all right, I'm going to teach my kids about black people, Black History Months and everything. So we're going to go watch Dr. Martin Luther King. And they think that's it. That satisfies everything. No. And that's not it. The history is so rich. It's just
so rich.
We're not taught it. You know what I'm saying? If we taught all those great people right then and there, distilled in our mindset as a young kid, we already trying to be great. We're not trying to be all this other stuff that's going to belittle us.
Right.
You know, we know, okay, we have the smarts. We are smart.
We are smart. We are fucking intelligent people.
Yeah.
And
we need more people with that mindset.
Yeah. I gotta do. I'm really about. That's one of the things. Like doing this podcast, you know, we try to do a lot of research. And I'm just trying to find my niche. Like, okay, I hate to keep talking about Joe Rogan, but Joe Rogan, okay, he's big in the UFC. He's very knowledgeable in that. When it comes to like interstellar, outer space stuff, he's knowledgeable in that. I'm not trying to copy Joe Rogan. Obviously, I take certain things from him. What am I gonna be interested in? And I realize one of those things need to be Black history. I need to know Black history better than anybody in the fucking world. And yesterday, Juneteenth really opened my eyes up to that. And I'm going to tell you something about our President Donald Trump. You see what Trump said?
No.
He said he made Juneteenth famous. He's right, though. Historically, he's going to be right. I mean, have you... When did you hear about Juneteenth? Like, is this
say 2 years. My cousins.
2 years ago. It really hasn't been a big thing. Personally, I've been in America for 10 years, and this is the first time...
Yeah, this is the first time a lot of people heard about it.
Celebrated it, right? Yeah. And I'm going to tell you why Donald Trump is smart. Just like the guy who created the Ford. What's his name? Henry Ford. He knows he didn't create the car, but maybe he had the foresight to say in 100 years, nigga, I created the car. That's how it's going to look. There were no cars. Then there was cars, and I owned the first car company. Henry Ford created the car. Bro, in 50 years, in 20 years... We're going to look back at history. We're going to see Donald Trump's speech saying, I gave Juneteenth meaning. I taught everybody about Juneteenth. And we're going to look in that same year. We're going to see the biggest Juneteenth celebration. We're going to see Governor Cuomo passing Juneteenth as a national federal holiday. I'm going to be like, yeah, sure. Trump did make that shit famous.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Bro, but you got to understand, with history, bro, people, the minutia isn't there. We're here right now, so we understand what's going on.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying. This is going to be so blinded.
But that's history.
But that can't just be in 20 years. That's people's ago. That's
what do you mean?
We could say 200 years ago.
So fuck it, 200 years. Trump, he created Juneteenth.
I'm not going to give him that. I'm going to say people fought for it and had a meeting. But like you said, bro, something we never knew growing up, which is sad, you know? Yeah. And we celebrate July 4th.
Yeah,
you know, and like I said, bro, when something's distilling you, you really need to unlearn to relearn. When something's distilling you, like in my situation, I know July 4th is going to be in my life.
Yeah,
you know,
right. Trump and those boys are nasty though.
Nasty as in what? They know what they're doing.
Yeah, bro. It's just like this whole political stuff. Like trying to learn about politics in this time is so weird, and it just shows you all the bullshit they be doing. For example, in Arizona, he's planning on having a rally. And the mayor of Arizona refuses to, the governor refuses to pass an act to to mandate people wear a mask. Mind you, from March to July 1st, Arizona had 20,000 cases of coronavirus. From July 1st to July 8th, they had 40,000. So in 8 days, they doubled the amount of cases they had. They are having the worst outbreak of anywhere in the United States right now. The governor still refuses to make wearing masks mandated. Why? Because on July, I think it's the 28th, next week, Trump is planning on having a rally there. And if he passes the mandate to say, okay, you guys need to wear masks, he would have to cancel the rally, because it would be admitting, hey, things are fucked up right now. Maybe we shouldn't be having thousands of people gather. But so they're just blatantly trying to ignore it. Trump is talking about, hey, coronavirus is fading away. What? What the fuck are you talking about? The coronavirus is going crazy right now, bro. Mm-hmm. It's fucked up. And Dr. Fauci said, we're not even in the second wave, bro. This is still the first wave. It's scary. It's scary. The numbers are looking really, really nasty. Yeah. And the politicians are just lying about it, just making up shit. Like, what are y'all dudes even talking about? You know what I'm saying?
And that's true. And it's around the time to elect a new president.
That's why they don't give a fuck, because it's election time. Yeah. We are at war right now.
We are at war with a virus.
Yeah. So during this, when the Spanish flu first came around, it was during World War I. I think it was World War I. And they knew the Spanish flu was going crazy, but they chose to have something called it was a parade in Philadelphia. I forget the name. And they knew it was wrong to have it, but they were at war. They needed money. They needed to build public morale, so they had it. And that's why the Spanish flu fucked up America, because of that one parade. That's what they're doing right now, bro. We just shut the country down, bro. And just because there's a presidential election, which is a war right now, this shit is looking like a war. It's looking like a war for power. Mm-hmm. Y'all are having rallies where people are not mandated to wear masks. What the fuck do you think is going to happen?
Everybody going to get sick.
Everybody going to die.
But then you could say that about the protests too. Because people on top of people.
I guess so.
People are just going to die. We have to see. It's scary, bro. Like, we don't know what these people know. And like I said, they could be lying to us.
They definitely lying to us.
There could be gas and numbers in Arizona. We don't even know.
Nah. The thing about it is the government and the people that deal with that stuff, I think, are separate. We're not in a totalitarian society where the government also controls medical records and stuff like that. That's what happens in China.
The government.
The government controls medical records. Like, if you're a hospital and you have 100,000 cases, if the government said, nigga, you had one, you had one. I don't think it's like that in America.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So democratic. Yeah, so I think the numbers are very real, and they just got to finagle their way around those numbers. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the beauty of it.
What else you want to talk about, brother?
I was listening to a podcast. Like I said, I got to get back into it. I was just on vacation, so I was just chilling, relaxing.
You were chilling, as you should.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't. I know you didn't do no research this week, but I wasn't hard on you.
Yeah. It's something good to get away, relax.
Absolutely.
You don't have to wake up, check your phone, do anything so serious.
You said you were trying to stay off your phone as much as possible. What did that look like for you?
Just not being on social media as much, like not trying to work. Actually, when I'm on, I feel like I get on social media and I try to absorb game.
Yeah,
and just not. The feeling was not to give a fuck.
Yeah, really, which is a good thing, because you're gonna have kids. You and Serena are probably gonna get married one day, and you're gonna be a successful dude. You're gonna be a businessman. You're gonna have $1 million deals to worry about all the time. Being able to detach and say, okay, everything is on pause right now. It's about Serena. It's about the kids. It's gonna be very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why I try to implement that mindset right now too. Like, when I go hang out with Serena, I was like, all right, this is time just for me and my lady to hang out. Yeah, not really trying to be on the outside of the world, because it's so easy to be on the outside.
Yeah, you're really the best boyfriend in the world.
Well, you good looking, bro. I appreciate it.
You said why I say that?
Yeah,
you just are. You consider your woman in everything you do. Yeah. It's mad cute. I wish I was good as a boyfriend as you.
I appreciate it. It's just man things, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't see that, you don't see it. It's whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go back on like I was coming. So last week, like I said, shout out to Steve. He listened to something motivational and allowed me, okay, I need to listen to motivation a lot too. Need to involve it in my life. And was listening to Dame Dash. Dame Dash was talking about, you know how Dame Dash is, just independent and stuff like that. And then I was going back to the gentleman. It's about sports motivation. I forgot the gentleman's name. I gotta get good at that. I gotta get good at remembering people's names.
Yeah, it's hard. We're trading the muscle of our brain right now.
Yes, we are. So I'm gonna get good at that. He was going off an interview that Kobe had, and Kobe was saying, the gentleman asked Kobe, "What's the difference between number 8 and number 24?" Kobe said number 8 was a headhunter. Number 24 was a team guy, basically a mentor to the younger players, to his whole team, you know, help them out more. When he was 8, he was headhunting. He was going for the kill every time. Doesn't care if you on his team, on the other team. Don't
mama mentality.
Yeah, mama mentality. And then the gentleman asked Kobe, what would number 24 tell number 8? And he said, to keep headhunting. That's the reason why you are number 24. And going off of that, I'm just looking at my life like, you gotta headhunt. Like, things aren't supposed to be easy, but you really, no matter what field we in, like I said, this type of lifestyle is different because all my life was just football. You're headhunting for football. Mm-hmm. When you get out into the real world, it's really like, what am I headhunting for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy this podcast stuff because it allows you to absorb knowledge, become a better communicator and stuff like that. So I'm driving here. I'm thinking, all right, I need to be a headhunter and podcasting, doing my research. Spend time doing research. Yes, I love to work out. I love to try and look right and everything. Okay, I have to be a headhunter in that field too. Yes. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out what I truly need to headhunt. Like, I'm in class. I'm a student right now. I take a math class. Not the best student, but I gotta do better. I have to be a headhunter in there too.
In your math class.
Yeah.
But interesting that you say that. You have to be a headhunter in everything you do. And we were actually talking about this earlier. We're young, we have a lot of energy, and we could do a lot. Find 5 things, right? I know you got 5 things. You're in class right now. You're doing the podcast. You work out. You want to get into your real estate stuff, and you want to increase the amount of money you make. Mm-hmm. Let those be your 5 main goals, and headhunt the motherfuckers like your life depended on it, right? And it's interesting. So, Kobe, let's look at sports as a microcosm for life, right? Your whole life, you go, you headhunt. And somewhere around 50, 55, 60, probably a different age for everybody, you have to unlearn all of those traits. Because now life is about mentoring. It's about learning. It's not about competition anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You're ready at the top.
You're already at the top. You
have your respect.
You have your respect. And now you could relax. Because those golden years of your life, hey, man, you can't be holding grudges and shit. Now's the time to sit down, drink a beer, eat a steak with your friends, and enjoy life. Mm-hmm. And it's probably hard making that transition, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, sorry that Kobe's not with us, but I hope he has something talking about. Because Kobe, unlike Michael Jordan, unlike most athletes, and it just shows the intelligence of him, his transition from being a dominant athlete to just this great father and this great ambassador was so smooth. And a lot of athletes can't do that because they have this innate craziness and competitiveness in them that we still haven't seen Michael Jordan dominate, right?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kobe just blended into that perfectly. And I think he probably learned that in his later days. I'm a mentor now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to teach. I'm not a headhunter anymore. So it would be interesting to just hear him talk about how that transition is made.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. Definitely gonna check that little interview out because there's definitely more to it. This is all a 12-minute clip he was just talking about.
Yeah, I think that's why Michael Jordan is unhappy to this day because he never learned how to relax and just be Mike. You know what I mean? You're not Jordan anymore. Just be Mike. Hey, you're Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up, dude? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he ever learned that. And that's why he still has grudges against these people that he played 30 years ago. Like, still talking shit about Isaiah Thomas, still talking shit about his teammates. You know? I mean, Kobe had a lot of grudges, but we never seen him hold on to any of that post-playing career.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
Shaq love, yeah.
Him and Shaq were best buddies. Mm-hmm. Kobe would never accept LeBron the way you seen Kobe post-retirement. Hey, Bron, come. You a Laker now. Love. It's all love. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Young Kobe would have been threatened, like, oh, this nigga trying to be a Laker. This nigga trying to steal my shine. Old Kobe was like, bro, it's all love.
Yeah.
We here. I got kids. My daughter, Gianna, rest in peace. She's a, you know what I mean, good basketball player. I'm focused on my family.
Yeah. Let's look at sports. Because we play sports, so you always got to correlate now when you're out of it to your life.
Mm-hmm.
When D Wade retired, I'm like, yo, that's really life though. If you really think about it, you grind all these years, and bro, he's what, 38?
Yeah, he's young.
I know he's gonna get a different type of feel, but he was headhunting for all those years,
right?
And he got settled to retire.
Yeah. It's so fucked up, right? So I seen a post about D Wade, and he was with his son. He was in a car, and it's not funny though.
This is funny.
It's not that funny. It's actually pretty serious. He's with his son. She has the pink hair on, and he or she, what should I say? She, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah, she.
And someone was like, we need these kind of fathers in our society. A lot of you motherfuckers just hating because Dwayne Wade has been a punchline for the past 10 years. Since Zaire came out, they've been on D Wade's ass. Like, yo, I used to love this nigga. How fucking dear he. I can't even look at him the same. And I'm just like, bro, I respect Dwayne Wade because he accepted his son. And, you know what I mean? He loves his son for who he is. And I commented that on the post. And this girl who he went to college with, name shall remain unknown. She commented like, aren't you the one who used to say faggot?
Oh.
I'm like, bitch, are you really gonna judge me for something that I said freshman year? Mind you, bro, she was only there for a few months. I'm like, are you serious? Right? You're a grown ass woman, right?
Yeah, ready to argue.
I'm over here supporting some shit. I think she's gay, so she's probably a little butthurt about it.
Yeah.
I'm over here supporting while everyone's shitting on D Wade, saying, hey, I respect what he's doing. And you're going to try to, you know what I mean, downplay me for something I said when I was 18?
Someone was talking about that, like, with people, how people act on Facebook. Oh, it was me and John speaking. It's like, yo, bro, you go on Facebook, people, you realize have too much time on their hands.
Too much time on their hands,
She just wanted to go back and forth with you, bro, to make a point.
Yes, bro. And I wish I could show you the reply right now. I gave it to her like that. Like, are you serious? And I think I said something like, just be happy that I'm not judging you based on the person that you were 5.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And she had nothing to say back. Nothing to say back. Because that's fucking ignorant, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I just cursed. I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's fine. You've been cursing all day. But you're right, though. Like, she's judging you. Like, people change.
Yeah, people change.
You know?
It's sad that she doesn't understand that.
And it's sad that she really just wanted to go argue with you, feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, that's people, if you are on Facebook, Twitter, any type of social media, complaining, like, I hate people like that. Complaining, or just trying to have a conversation and it's not benefiting you into a business or anything. Don't do it, bro. It's
specifically
pointless.
Complaining though. Like, just cut it out. No one should be complaining that much in life.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Or you showing everything you doing in life. Like, no one cares, bro. Go get that bag.
Hey, yo, and this is the thing, right? So I come on this podcast, and obviously I want to be a great podcaster, and we understand that this is something we take and we put it on YouTube. So I have to be careful with my own thoughts, things that I thoroughly, truly believe. Sometimes I don't want to say it because people might get the wrong idea. I believe that black people complain too much. I'm going to come out and say that. Why? Because of learning about Mr. Howard. He was a socialist. He was hold on. Let me do the research real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so we can cut this out.
Civil rights leader, fraternal organization leader, entrepreneur, and surgeon.
Okay, so he was a capitalist. Let me so we cut this. And this is what I believe now, based on Mr. Howard. Right, he was a capitalist when most black people believed in socialism. The community should come together. The community should treat black people right because we've been done wrong, which is right. The true answer is always somewhere in the middle. But for him, he was a hard capitalist, saying, I know black people had it hard, but let's stop fucking complaining and let's work towards achieving what we need, and that's what he did. He didn't talk about it. That's what he did, and he helped his people. He used to talk out bad against black people who would complain too much, black people who would look for a handout, and he would say, listen, bruh, I know shit is tough, but there are avenues where we can succeed. There are things we can do to succeed. And bro, this was 50, 60, 70 years ago. The opportunities black people have now, we should not even be complaining, bruh. And we complain way too much. And I don't like, that might be a hot take. That might be a take that some people like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. We suffer injustice, and yes, we do. But what the fuck is complaining gonna get you? This man during the heart of the Jim Crow era showed you that what hard work and dedication gets you. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact. No, that's a fact.
I cold-heartedly believe in that now, bro. I cold-heartedly believe in fuck victim mentality. Mm-hmm. Let's pick ourselves up from the bootstraps, as they fucking say, and let's get right. Mm-hmm. And I've said this on the past 3 podcasts. I appreciate everyone who's out there making real change. And if that's what you want to do, if you want to go out there, you want to protest, you want to really do the research and show why America is unfair to black people, do that. But don't sit on fucking social media and complain all day.
And that's what Dame Dash was talking about in his video. One of his videos, he was saying, because Dame Dash goes on live, and I listened to a podcast on Todd Billy, and he listens to Dame Dash live. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about that. He was like, yo, we want handouts, but that's not the way to get what we want.
No.
It's ownership.
Not at all. Ownership.
And it comes economic. Economic comes with what? Money. Capitalism comes with money. It just comes with it. It's a capitalism country. Yeah. That's what it's based off of.
And the victim mindset, bro, let's say things are fucked up. Understand, people, we have one life to live. One life to live. And unfortunately, if we're in a bad situation, which I believe most black people are, right? We have disadvantages. Us complaining is not going to change that. What is going to change that is doing the hard work, which is 10 black people come together. Find 10 black people that you think are hardworking, like-minded, and want to see better. Find them, and y'all create something. Y'all go buy an apartment so you can't complain about that you weren't given a big trust fund like your white counterpart. Go create that for yourself. Mm-hmm. What's the point in complaining, bruh? Go make it for yourself. Yeah. Honestly, I like that shit. I like being an underdog. Yeah. Right? I would hate to be white. Mm-hmm. Like, now I'm expected to succeed without any, like, you know, like without that monkey on my back. I want that monkey on my back. Mm-hmm. So when I shake that motherfucker off, niggas like, oh, he really did that. Mm-hmm. He really did that.
Respect. So he got out the money, grinded for it, he worked hard for it. Yeah. That's why hard work is so important.
Hard work is the most important thing in the world.
It is.
The most important thing in the world. Yes.
That's the beauty of it. And like I said, it's more rewarding.
Absolutely. Everything. Absolutely.
Life is beautiful in general, you know.
What do you think about Akon City?
I mean, Akon City, I thought it was gonna be a city where like you actually like the situation where we were just talking about before, where it's gonna be a black community. But I believe Akon City is like more of a what I call it,
like a vacation
spot. That's what I'm getting the vibe of it.
It's that's a good. He should make it all. If it does become like a big vacation spot, they're gonna need to be a lot of employees.
Yes,
they should probably be all black employees. Definitely, all African employees.
Yeah, it might just be that. Yeah. But you know, it's only cryptocurrencies.
Yeah,
what is it?
A-coins. Yo, you know what's funny? I see a post on Facebook, and there was like I forgot, it was some African country. It might have been like, say, Nigeria. And Nigeria was like, hey, black people, African American, we are welcoming you guys back. Come home. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, cut the fuck out. Things is not going to Africa, bro.
Why?
Nigga, I like America.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's cool over here.
I feel you. I mean, you're right, though. You've been to Trinidad, and then you've seen America, so.
Nigga, I came from a third world country. I'm not going back to one. Nigga, y'all could go. You could go if you want. I'm gonna let you know.
I'm sure there's beautiful places. There's definitely beautiful places.
There is, bro. But the thing about Africa is Africa at the end of the day. I wouldn't want to go to Russia. I wouldn't want to go to Russia either.
That's true.
Russia is Russia, nigga. Like, I like America. America's cool. Good vibes over here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You fuck with the vibes?
I fuck with the vibes.
What you like about America?
The food.
Yeah, food be busting.
The women.
Talk to him, Nick.
What else? The opportunity. The real shit, no, the opportunity.
It's beautiful.
There's a lot of opportunity over here. You can really make yourself whatever you want to be, brother. Just by hard work and determination. Just focusing on the right things.
It is beautiful. That's the beauty of life.
That
but
is,
Akon, like the Acoin, what is it? Acoins?
Acoins.
Like, I'm saying Akon in that city, Akon City must know what's going to behold in the future of using cryptocurrencies and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he's definitely ahead of the curve on that. He's been talking about this thing for like 5 years now.
Yeah, a lot. So.
It's been a while.
But think about the use of cryptocurrencies and not even having no type of cash or anything. Like, I know on the trip, people barely had cash. You know, it's not even smart. And it's harder to manage cash, too.
It's so hard to manage cash.
Because you should, like, now you got to count it. That takes a while.
When I have cash in my hands now, that shit just goes. I don't even feel like it's real money anymore.
Yeah.
I really treat it as just a worthless piece of paper just to get what I need. Money in my bank account, okay, that's real money.
Yeah.
If I have $20, like, oh.
Cash is so hard to handle at this point now.
So
it's too much work. You think about it. You gotta take it out now. If we go purchase something, you gotta take the money out, count how much it is, put it down. That person's gonna have to count it.
Yeah.
It's so much work, bro.
Yeah,
then it's dirty as fuck. You gotta wash your hands right after.
Yeah.
With a card, whatever's gonna happen with cryptocurrencies, they might just, you walk in that bitch, they're just gonna take the money from you.
So what do you think about putting the chip in your arm so you could like wave it in front of a vending machine and buy your soda?
Like I say, time, I'm with it.
Wow. They gonna get you. One of the first niggas they gonna get,
because that's life, bro. You think about it, we have technology around us. We could put this inside of us and our phone inside of us.
What's wrong with carrying around a wallet though? You that lazy that you rather just put the chip than carry around your debit card?
It's man work. Now you gotta take it out. Think about it. It's just taking out the work. Why we went from cash to card? That was part of the reason. Now you see everyone. Okay, boom. Why? Because now we gotta take out the wallet. Go out the card. First of all, you gotta think some people be having 10 millions of cards. So people be like, which card do I need? Should we use this one?
Yeah, are you really saying that taking out your card is too much work at this point?
People be having a lot of cards.
Bro, I'm asking you a question. How you feel? You think
compared to this?
Yeah.
Just having on my wrist and scanning it? Yeah, it's a lot of work. Right?
You a lazy motherfucker. They gonna get your ass.
Smart, bro. Okay, we could be in and out the store.
You gonna get fired from 5 jobs. You gonna have 5 different chips.
Fucking chipped up.
Oh, this nigga used to work in the strip club.
Chipped up, no championship.
They gonna know where you work because you gonna have a chip for every job.
That's the resume right there.
That's a resume. Oh, that's hot. So you have a chip from McDonald's, one from the strip club.
Let me see your chips.
Let me see your chips, nigga.
This is the strip club. Oh, you was a freak. Okay. What you doing here?
Damn. The world is going to be wild in about 30 years.
Think about the nuclear energy if we use that in a positive way.
You keep talking about this nuclear energy. How the fuck can you use nuclear energy in a positive way?
I don't know. Like you said, there's going to be a way of it.
Blow up North Korea. That's the only positive way I could see it being used. Is North Korea the bad one or South Korea?
North Korea.
That's the bad one?
You said just using on them?
Yeah, I honestly fuck with North Korea, yo.
Nuclear power is fast.
Kim Jong-un a cool ass dude. Like, if you're really thinking about it, bro, he never did anything bad to anybody. Yeah. Who has he hurt? Who has he killed?
No, people just need to hate people. So we portray, because we need to hate North Korea, Kim Jong-un, because I don't know what the fuck he did, because he just said a threat. You know he not going to do nothing.
Kim Jong-un is practicing with nuclear bombs. Guess who does that? America.
Yeah, like, Kim Jong-un over here testing his bombs.
If
like,
you make a bomb, you test a motherfucker in case you gotta drop it. You gotta know it works. What is the hate around this dude? Bro. He seems like a nice dude to me.
No, he does.
He seems like just a cute, chubby little Asian kid.
He's definitely like a virgin.
Nah, he's definitely not a virgin. That nigga gets pussy. Yeah, I think
he definitely does.
He has a wife too. His wife is not even allowed to make like public appearances. Yeah, but
no, you right though,
he's a good dude, bro. That's why Dennis Rodman went over there and kicked it with him. He said Dennis Rodman said he was a cool dude. He's singing karaoke. Couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying. He had some beautiful Asian bitches coming through.
Yeah,
You know what I
Take
mean?
care of him.
And he was talking about the Bulls and shit.
Yeah, you need to hate. Because think about it, we got Kim Jong-un, we hate. I'm just saying everything that America as a whole would hate against, something to talk about. Kim Jong-un, ISIS. Like, bro, we don't hear about ISIS.
No, ISIS be fucking people up.
Yeah,
bro.
they do. You understand what I'm saying? Now people hate all type of people that are Taliban, all of that. Because of ISIS. We're going to build a wall, so you hate Hispanic people. Now the run is, I would say, against Antifa. For like Trump aspect too.
Yeah. Well, Trump really hates everybody.
Yeah. He really does, bro. Like, he brings so much. All the stuff I just said, that's I would say is from the vibe of Trump and his presidency.
Yeah, well, and I think that's an issue with Trump being the president. I think he breeds a fucking just a vibe over the country. He breeds this spirit over the country where it's hate. And that's why I think the riots and stuff are happening now. It's no different than Hitler. And I know a lot of people compare Trump to Hitler, not for the reasons of Trump is bad as Hitler was, but just Hitler brought a vibe over that whole country that had people believing that shit. Mm-hmm. Had people like, okay, I guess it's fuck Jews. I guess we're going to kill Jews. Trump has the same effect over his people. Bro, they really look up. Like, I was watching, I was listening to the news, and there was this older lady, 70-something fucking years old, and they're asking her, I'm sorry for cursing. Gotta stop cursing. I'm sorry, Mom. They're asking her, why are you going to this rally? Because they were in a line for like 2 days prior to the rally. Why are you going to this rally? You don't think you're going to, like, it's not safe for you. She's like, I know it's not safe, and I might die, but I just really want to see this guy speak. Like, she's just really, like, intrigued, like, really just... Like, Trump is a hero to them. Yeah. Yes. And I guess it's a good thing. Trump is low-key a good leader. I mean, a lot of people follow him and stuff like that. Yeah, but the wrong type of leader.
Yeah.
The wrong type of leader.
This is the thing, though. If he never promoted hate, some type of racism, then he'll have more love. But, like I said, bro, it's all crazy. Now I'm just thinking, like, he has white people feeling a certain way. Yeah. But we know the black unemployment rate has been the lowest since he's been in too, and what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And let's say he does do another 4 years.
Right.
Like, so it's just a lot of craziness to it.
Yeah. Well, so have you heard about the Attorney General of New York? He fired the what is this dude's position?
The Attorney General of New York?
The U.S. Attorney, the Manhattan U.S. Attorney, he got fired. So he was going against Trump. He fired one of Trump's buddies, and Trump's lawyer, Mr. What the fuck is Trump's lawyer's name? Bard. Type in Trump's lawyer, but whatever his name is, he's investigating him right now. And the Republican who was the Attorney General, he fired him. And this guy is basically like, I'm not fucking leaving. So now it's about to be this whole conflict of someone getting fired, someone who's in a position of power. He got fired, and he's saying he's not going to leave.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
So Trump had someone who worked for him. Yeah. I wish I knew the guy's name, but I don't. He was fired. I think he was convicted. He might have been put in prison. Now that same the Manhattan attorney. U.S. attorney, he's investigating Trump's lawyer for whatever reason. One of Trump's Republican buddies, who is a U.S. Attorney General, fired him just abruptly.
Fired the Manhattan U.S. Attorney?
Yes. Just abruptly fired him. Like, nigga, you're out. And it's clearly because, okay, he's going after Trump's buddy. It's no other reason. And it's so unprecedented that the guy's like, I'm not leaving.
Who's not leaving? The Manhattan U.S. Attorney?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not. You fired me, but I'm not leaving because you can't do that.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's going to be this whole big issue where I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. It's a great story to pay attention to, though.
I want to see that.
A high-stakes fight over control of the nation's most prominent federal prosecutor office broke out Friday night as Manhattan's U.S. Attorney Geoffrey Berman rejected Attorney General William Barr's assertion that Mr. Berman had resigned from his post. It's like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah. Saying right now.
So let's see what's going on.
Yeah,
man.
you can't do that. You can't just fire.
You fire him just because he's. But that's the political landscape we are in now, and I really hope Trump doesn't win this election for one reason only. I'm trying to learn about politics, and this shit right here, bruh. This is not normal. So I really can't learn nothing. I feel like it's all over the place.
Yeah, everything is all over the place.
It's like, does this usually happen? So
you're dealing with a lot. Yo, right now though, we about to take a break right quick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, welcome back. We have a special guest on the phone right now. Say hi to the people, Ant.
What's up, y'all? I just want everyone to know Clean Your System is out, live, and effective. So let's get right. Let's all get healthy, man.
No, tell us about the Clean Your System diet, though. When did you get onto that?
So I would say about a month ago, I started a little hashtag with like food that I've been eating, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And honestly, I just wanted to do something to help spread a positive image to the community and more help everyone just get healthy. Why not be healthy? You know?
No, I agree with that. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, it's like, why not?
Right. So your big thing is CMOS right now. Can you just give us a quick rundown of the benefits? We're gonna have you in studio for an extensive interview, but just give us something quick.
I'm famous now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But so CMOS, right? Irish CMOS. There's two different types. First of all, there's purple that people probably see, and then there's the whitish, blondish one, which is the Irish one. This is the one that I make. And first and foremost, CMOS has 92 out of 102 essential minerals. That says a lot. That says a lot. One little thing has 92 out of 102 essential minerals that bodies need to function efficiently.
That's a superfood.
And that's the first thing I seen that caught my eye that had me in tune, But other than that, a lot of people say, so it promotes your sex drive, and some may say it's organic Viagra. I say that, but I actually do have some testimonies that can attest to that.
Big boy, let's hear about it. I want to have Britt in here too.
You know what they say? No cap. Yeah,
no cap. But I gotta hear that from Britt though. I can't trust that from you.
That's a fact.
I mean, she's. I don't know right now.
She's giving her testimonies already. Nah, in the future. Not now, brother. Not now, brother. But listen though, did you ship my shit out, bro?
I told you, man. Stop asking me.
You said you were gonna ship it out on Friday.
No, it's going out Monday, bro. Monday. It's every Monday of every week.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Get your shit this week. So
all
right, bet.
Don't worry. You're gonna have that though.
All right, brother. Thanks for tapping in with us. We're looking forward to having you on the show in person.
Yes, sir.
Of course. Yo, it's huge. Appreciate you guys even taking time out your day, put me on the spotlight and all that. Appreciate that big time.
Copy. And we gonna be in Utica one of these days, bro. We coming to join the bike club.
You know where y'all can stay.
Yes, sir. You know about
tell Burnett so it's good.
And tell Burnett we said what's up, bro.
You got it.
All right, be good, boy.
Yes, sir.
Y'all too. Stay safe.
Yes, sir. My man's Anthony fucking Burburn.
You ain't know. Lucky number 7 right there.
Number 7. Y'all got to check him out on social media. He is, honestly inspiring me with the Clean Your System stuff. Bro. I know, we know about eating healthy and working out, but these little superfoods and stuff like that, they're very important.
That's major key. Yeah. Nah, that's good that he's doing that too, because now it enlightens us as a community.
It does.
Other ways of eating, healthy lifestyle, what we need.
Yes. I think I was telling you about this. CMOS is a big thing in Trinidad. Yeah. Like we grow CMOS. I've had the actual fruit where you know what I mean, take this stuff out, and CMOS punch is a big thing. It's like a milkshake with CMOS, and that's one of the biggest benefits. That shit. If you want to go beat something up, you gotta get yourself a cup of CMOS right before.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. That's a well-known thing, brother. It's an aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac. You know what that means?
It builds your sex drive.
Ooh.
It ups your sex drive.
That's good. I need that. Yeah. I've been popping the Irish CMOS pills.
How'd that get you?
I want the natural CMOS. You know what I'm saying?
That get you right?
Yeah, get you right.
You see me? I'm a young brother. I don't need no help in that department.
Hey, respect. I don't need no help, but
my tongue work regardless.
Okay, that's all you do?
My tongue can't get no harder.
What we talking about here?
Oh, shit.
What we really talking about?
But,
but yo, life is amazing. Yo, it just took like 30 minutes.
To drop
I got lucky.
Yeah.
I just some dude came through the door. I'm like, yo, you work here? He looked shook. And he was like, nah, and he started running a little bit. I'm like, yo, but I was like, who you here with? Because I need the key to go to the bathroom. And he's like, oh, I got the key.
So he ran to get it for you?
Nah, he already had the key on him. But when I first I was like, yo, do you work here?
Yeah.
He was like, nah, and we're starting to run a little bit, run away from me to the bathroom. And I was like, who you here with? Because I need the bathroom key. And he was like, oh, I got the bathroom key.
He might thought you was trying to run down, or he had to shit crazy.
Yeah.
You had to shit, or you had to take a pee?
I had to take a piss.
Yeah.
But it's stupid, bro. Low key. It's hard to get to the bathroom here. Like, damn.
Yeah, that is stupid. Like, why don't they just have an open bathroom?
Yeah.
But no one gives a fuck about our bathroom talks. I think that's it for today, brother.
That's it for today. Yeah. Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Nick, thank you. That's a great information. Yo, like I said, bro, it's blessed to have friends on the same mindset. Can't go on how me and Bloody met, but we best friends, bro, and we motivate each other, and I'm learning a lot from Nick learning from me, and those are the type of people you want to be around. Like, we got our son Ant, you know what I'm saying? We know
like-minded person, hardworking.
You know what I'm saying? Got his own business going, clean your system, bro. That's valid, and we need that. We need more of that. We need more of that healthy stuff. We need more of the right mindset people, you know? So, I'm like I said, I'm blessed to have these type of friends. Honestly, blessed.
And everybody got to do that. Find like-minded people.
Oh, yo, hold on.
Oh, we have a special opening. Now, it's funny because this is Anthony's roommate freshman year, and this is how I met Tyler. Yeah, so let's buzz that open. What we got?
That's something special in the box.
Now. First thing, I bought this hat because I wanted to support my brother.
I got you.
But I know this shit can't fit me.
So you're not going to put it on?
I can't. Let's try it. What's making that noise?
Where's the headset? Let's go.
I know this hat can't fit me, so I'm going to donate this shit.
You gonna donate it? No, you gonna rock it.
How the fuck am I gonna wear it, bro? My head is a size 8.
You wear strapless.
And I have dreads. I'm a size 8 without the dreads.
Strapless. Sir.
Get that out of the way. This is good material.
Yeah, this is valid. This shit comfortable.
Damn.
Let's see what we fucking.
Oh, no, this feels kind of big. Tyler, I appreciate you, brother.
G7 Productions right here. Let me see
G7.
Yours. Oh, yeah, this shit beautiful. G7 Productions. Now, we gave him a shout out before because he did our logo. So, shout out to G7. Shout out to Tyler. You go to G7 Productions on Instagram. You a young student athlete. Your highlight tape could get edited. Anything you do. Music videos. Just anything. So, shout out to G7 Productions, man. Thank you.
You see what I'm talking about, bro?
Yeah.
This shit don't even go on top of my dress.
That shit look crazy.
Hey, I can rock it like this. How it look like this?
Nah.
This is not it?
Nah,
I'm going to get this to my mom. Nah,
you can't get to this. Is G7 Production. Oh, I like the hat like this. Yo, Todd, good looking, man.
No, that shit is fly. That shit is fly. Turn it to the front. Let me see.
I gotta tighten it when I do this, but
that's hard. That's hard. That's a good look right there.
Yeah, and I got my shades, I think.
Where the shades at? Let's see you with the shades. Let's see, cool buddy. My mom just commented on our YouTube channel. I want to see what she says. My mom is so funny.
I have the shades on me.
These two young men have a good thing going. Definitely great chemistry. I see success.
Hey,
Mom, I appreciate you.
Ma.
We are going to be successful one day.
Yeah, shout out to Mom, man.
Yeah, Mom's she be holding it down.
Special. Yes.
Yeah. She ordered us some mugs. We're probably going to have this by next. It's supposed to come in, but Walmart fumbled the bag. They forgot to ship it out. But we got some special Nick and Mal show mugs. Y'all going to see it next week. We're really trying to take this thing to the next level, brother.
Yeah, I'm excited for this next week, too.
I love
this, man. I love it. It's beautiful. It's good to know knowledge. It's good to be a better communicator. All this shit just makes me a better person.
And it's a great stress reliever.
Yeah, bro.
Great stress reliever.
And I was telling Nick, it was a joke I said, but this is like a vibe, bro. Like, I was looking forward to come here and chill with my boy Nick. Yeah. You know, funny.
He said some gay shit.
Nah, did it?
We're not even going to talk about the gay shit you said, but
who say gay shit, bro? Come on.
Who says gay shit?
Come on, bro. We don't do that around here.
We don't say gay shit?
Yeah.
You homophobic?
We just don't do that. We have respect.
Oh. I mean, I love gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're going
I love you.
Bro, but just have fun like this shit like this. Ooh.
Nah, this is a good hat. Tyler, thank you for this. Even though I'm not gonna be able to wear it, I'm gonna find some good use for it, brother.
Bro, shout out to G7. We're gonna have Tyler on our team, man.
You're gonna have Tyler on the team. We recruiting you. I sent him a message. He trying to act like he didn't know what it was. Hey, brother, we need you.
We need you on the team, man.
We need you in the background doing all that shit. I'm sure you know how to work audio and stuff like that. Because eventually we're aiming to get our own studio. But we probably should cut that out because I don't want people to know my business. I don't like to talk about what I'm doing. But hey, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you once again for joining us. I truly, truly appreciate it. We're going to keep on growing, keep on being consistent, and trying to bring out the best motherfucking content that we possibly can.
And on that note, spit out.
We out.